Okay, hi everyone and welcome to Tokyo Jazz Joints. We're actually going to take a little break from transmission because it's, as you probably know, been a pretty tumultuous week worldwide, and we just wanted to show our solidarity and stand with the protests that are happening in America and indeed around the globe. As much as James and I love having these conversations about jazz joints that we visited and our adventures during the project, and as much as you seem to enjoy listening to them, we just thought that this week in particular there are definitely more important conversations that can be had, and certainly more important podcasts that can be listened to. So with that in mind, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, and I think that it's important to remember that, you know, we're all jazz fans here, but this music doesn't exist out of context. This music was created through the blood and tears of Black Americans over a long period of time who suffered greatly to produce this. We all know the famous examples of Billie Holiday being arrested while on her deathbed in the hospital by racist cops, or Miles Davis being beaten on the street outside of the club that he played in. The examples go on and on and on, and sadly they've not really changed since those times. So, you know, I know as an American who loves this music, it's really important that we understand where it came from, and that the problems that many of our great jazz heroes talked about, whether it was Max Roach or Duke Ellington or Charles Mingus, these problems still exist, and we see it every day, and we've seen it now up close. And I think this is a good time, Philip, as you mentioned, to maybe step back and, you know, check out some things, learn a little bit more, and talk to people, and try to work for not just a better U.S., but for a better world. These problems exist everywhere.
So what we'd really encourage people to do is, instead of the 35, 40 minutes that you'd spend listening to the podcast this week, if you go to tokyojazzjoints.com/stand, that's STAND, you can find there's a list of resources, books, podcasts, documentaries, jazz records and others, and some websites as well, including places also that you can donate to help the cause. And we'd encourage you to go to that page, check some of those resources out for the time that you would have spent on the podcast. And we'll be back next week, still in Yokohama, for episode 13. So that's tokyojazzjoints.com/stand. We'll also put that web address out on our social media as usual. We hope that the week ahead is going to be a better one than the one that's just passed. And we'll talk to you all next week. James, I'll see you then.
Take care, buddy.